So you play ranked, and I guess it looks something like this. So you might ask, what is rotations? Well, this is where I come in to help you. So if you look it up on Google, it looks something like that, which does not look very Rocket League related. But then what if I reworded that a little bit? And the point of rotation it's on about is the ball. And the objects are your car and the teammate's car. Well, that starts to make a little bit more sense for Rocket League. So, how do you rotate? That is the main question, because it's all well and good saying you want to learn how to rotate. But me sitting here and telling you isn't going to do absolutely everything. But what I can do is offer some advice for you to put into practice. So first things first, rotating is essentially taking turns with your teammate to hit the ball, like me and my teammate here are trying to demonstrate. Just note that this is not a perfect gameplay. There are some mistakes, and I'll point them out if they are anything major. So, rotating is basically to try and keep ball pressure while not ball chasing. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is quite simple. If you're ball chasing, it's just you going for the ball. Your teammate doesn't touch it, and you only have 100 boost, whereas your teammate also has 100. And in 3v3, you'll have another teammate with 100. So if you both go for the ball, then that'll be 100 boost each going for the ball. Total of 300 or 200 depending on the mode. Now, what common mistakes are there with rotation? Well, first things first, there's a lot of positioning mistakes that happen. So where do you want to position? Well, let's say that your teammate is over on the middle left side of the field. You want to be somewhere in the back middle. So you're close enough to, help out. But you're not so far away that you're completely irrelevant. But then you don't really want the ball to be hit over your head. Likewise, if your teammate is at the front right part of the pitch, then you want to be somewhere in the middle. You can see this from the graphic I've illustrated, where I've split the pitch up into 9 kind of parts. So it's a 3x3 grid almost. This is literally just so you and your teammate can space out, not be in each other's way, not go for the same balls, not double commit. Obviously it still happens, like just there, but it's a bit of a way to visualize it that just makes things simple, and that's what we like. So, what are some other mistakes? Well, something important as well is this thing called back post rotation. Now, I see it a lot, where people rotate to the front post all the time, and what's wrong with that? Well, if you rotate into the front post, then you're literally rotating into the ball, but you're going the wrong way. So, what is an example of a back post rotation? Well, as you're going to see here, it's basically just rotating to the back post. So if the play's on the left side, you want to rotate to the right side, and so on. Now, what advantage does this give? Well, it brings a couple. Well, the first one is it conserves your momentum a little bit. Now, this is kind of important because you just use a bit less boost when you challenge, but this is a topic that I'll go over in another video, so we're not going to go over it here. Now, in terms of rotation, it's a lot better because you and your teammate won't be in each other's way. And why is that going to be? Well, first things first, if you're the last man, but you've rotated back post, you can see everything, because everything's going to be in front of you, because there's nothing behind you. That means you can see absolutely everything that's going on, so you can make a decision whether it's your ball to go for. And I know your teammate is incredibly bad and you need to ball chase to carry, but no, you gotta trust them sometimes. And speaking of trusting, cutting rotation is also something that people do a bit too much. So what is cutting rotation? It's just going when it's not your turn. Now, it's not always a bad thing, and it does contradict saying that back post rotation is the best rotation, which it is. But the advantage that cutting rotation brings is a bit more of a higher level tip, and for the lower ranks, like honestly anything below Champ 1, Champ 2, this tip doesn't really apply here. But anything above that, cutting rotation is so important. Like right here, they've got a free dribble on the ball, And if my teammate doesn't jump to interfere with the play, they can just have a free shot at me, just leaving me in a 2v1. So it is good sometimes to, even if you don't hit the ball, to just make the opponent do something that they don't want to do, take a bit less time than they want to take. Now, it's extremely difficult to get the hang of. Don't be worried if you take hours to master rotation. It's not as simple as it looks. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to leave a poll in the description for pretty much what the topic of the next video is. It'll be a similar style. We'll find a replay, we'll go through it. Hopefully it won't be as tragic as that shot right there, that was pretty bad. But we'll go through it, we'll point out some key aspects and just general tips on how to improve at the game. Now, that's going to be it here. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'm just going to let the rest of this game play out. Peace.